Hi guys, so I hope you got on with your addition last week. I know you were super experts at that when we were at school, and I'm sure you were last week as well. So we're moving on to subtraction this week, okay? And you're good at this. We've just got to remember our borrowing if we need it. So if we have a look at this one, two things I want you to remember every time you do subtraction. Number one is that it's always this number, the top number, subtract the bottom number. So if it's 3 take away 2, and I wouldn't swap the numbers around and do 2 take away 3, okay? So that's number one, don't swap numbers. And that's on your top tips on your sheet as well. So let's have a go at this one first. So 3 take away 2, give me 1. Remember, I always start this side, don't I? You know that. 1 take away 1 is 0. 4 take away 3 is 1. 7 take away 5 is 2. So 7,413 take away 5,312 is 2,101. Okay, let's have a look at a slightly harder one. Okay, I've got 6,413 take away 1,504. So I'm going to start over on my right hand side. So remember to start with your ones column. So two really important rules. So 3 take away 4, I can't do, and I know I can't do because I've got a smaller number on the top than the bottom. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to swap it round and do 4 take away 3, because you're changing the question there. I can't do 3 take away 4, so I'm going to borrow from my next number, okay? This is something you got really good at doing, right? So now I've borrowed a 10 and I've now got 13 take away 4, which is 9. I've got 0 take away 0, which is 0. 4 take away 5, I've got a smaller number on the top than the bottom again, so I know I can't do it, and I've got to borrow from my thousands column. So I'm going to cross that one out, make it to 5 because I'm borrowing one. So now it's 14 take away 5, which gives me 9, and 5 take away 1, which gives me 4. So 6,413 take away 1,504 gives me 4,909. So if we just have a little look at a slightly trickier one. So I've got lots of zeros here, which always means I'm going to have to do lots and lots and lots of borrowing. So starting in my right hand side again in my ones column, I can't do 0 take away 5, which means I'm not going to do 5 take away 0s. I'm not going to pop 5, 9 and 3 in this box because that's not the calculation. I need to borrow. But I can't borrow from this column because it hasn't got anything in. Can't borrow from this column so it hasn't got anything in. So I've got to borrow from this column, my thousands column. So I'm going to borrow one. Now that thousands that I've borrowed can't jump all the way over into my ones column. I can only move one column at a time. So I've got to slowly move it down to each column. So that one that I've borrowed is going to go here first, which means this column is now a 10. So now I can borrow from this column. So that 10 becomes a 9, and that one that I've borrowed goes here. And now finally I can borrow from this column for my ones column that I'm calculating with at the moment. So I'm going to borrow 1, pop it here. Brilliant. Now I can do it. 10 take away 5 is 5. I've got 9 take away 9, which is 0. 9 take away 3, which is 6, and 6 take away 2, which is 4. Let's have one more go at that one. So let's do 3,000 take away 1,753. Again, not going to swap my numbers around. I need to come all the way to my thousands column to borrow. Borrowing 1, now I can borrow for this column. So that becomes 9, borrowed 1 there. Now I can borrow from this column, so that becomes a 9. And I've got my borrowed 1 there. 10 take away 3, 7. 9 take away 5 is 4. 9 take away 7 is 2. And 2 take away 1 is 1. Perfect. I know you guys got really, really good at this. Sometimes we forget. So once you've done your activities, get the answers out. Maybe your parents can check your answers. If you've gone wrong anywhere, come back to this and just see if you're working out and your borrowing looks the same as mine, okay? But you guys are geniuses and I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine. So have a go at the rest of your sheet and keep coming back to this video for those activities, okay? Good luck.